Customer feedback made us innovate and actually made us market leaders in our industry. Hi, my name is Simona and I'm the head of product at Team-GPT. Team-GPT, before it had pages, was a collaborative software with primarily a chat interface. So people would go in there and they would use the AI, the LLMs, to get work done with AI. But that would be within the chat interface, which, as you know, is like you send a message, you get a response, and there is not much interactivity in that. We realized, both from getting feedback from customers and from using our own product, that this does not really solve the full cycle of work, right? Work continues after you generate a bunch of messages and a bunch of content. So we decided to introduce pages, which is basically allowing users to take a bunch of responses from the AI, put them on a canvas or on a page, and start editing directly in there to shape it up further so they can have their final document or their like complete resource done inside of Team-GPT, instead of, you know, copying and pasting in another app and copying again and just like going through this iterative process where they switch between like 3 tools, for example. Yeah, we were the first ones to do that. Because we're a startup, we could act quickly, we could like experiment, and it was very, very cool. OpenAI introduced the canvas, which is exactly what Pages does. So it's really good validation. Users really, really loved it as well. So I'm excited about that, and that's a great example for how that user feedback shaped the product, basically. It can be measured around several dimensions. So the first one we would look at, obviously, is adoption. So how many people are immediately starting to use it? The second one that we would pay attention to, and that's a little bit in the longer term, is how many people are continuously or religiously using that feature, because a lot of times it could indicate that a feature was like people were super excited about it, but they dropped off in time, so we need to improve it. Or people we didn't see a great adoption rate in the beginning, but those who adopted it actually really, really like it. So that means that we did a bad job showing the feature to the user. So this is kind of like the two things we look at in the first month. And then after that, so the way that we prioritize the features that we want to develop, we make bets onto how they're going to influence retention, adoption overall of Team-GPT as a software, weekly active users, and so on and so forth. So a successful feature would ideally contribute to the key metrics that we're following, which is weekly active users, power users, and so on and so forth.